There is a power that not a lot of people are aware of and they don't use, and it's called consistency. Believe it or not, consistency will change your life. You don't have to be awesome at anything. You don't even have to be amazing at anything to be successful in life. But what do you have to be? Consistent. All right, so I say that kind of tongue in cheek. You should be pretty good at whatever it is you're doing, but do it consistently. Okay, so if you're trying to grow your business and you go out and you talk to 100 people on a Saturday, and you're like, man, I talked to 100 people on a Saturday. I'm going to be growing my business so big. Honestly, if you go out and talk to 100 people in one day, you're putting forth so much work and effort to go out and meet and greet people that you're probably not really focused on the people. You're more focused on the number of people. So your focus will be in the wrong spot. You'll be working extremely hard in the wrong way. However, if you are consistently trying to talk to one person every other day, you say to yourself, well, that doesn't make sense. Every other day, big deal. The difference is that in 1 year's time, you'll be at 150 people instead of 100 people in a weekend. So you say to yourself, well, that doesn't make sense. I'd be much better if every Saturday I went and talked to 100 people. Would you? If you're talking to 100 people and your focus is in the incorrect place, then you're going to be focused on just getting numbers. So the ultimate contacts that you do come in contact with, the leads or the prospects that you're talking with, will see that you're just out trying to drive numbers. So you're not going to get high quality contacts. You're not going to find people that want to be involved in a business like you, and they're not going to want to duplicate you by talking to 100 people every Saturday. You're not doing something that is duplicatable. So being consistent and doing a little bit of work on a constant basis is extraordinarily duplicatable. You can teach anyone to talk to one person every other day. Okay. And so if you talk to one person every other day and you just know that this is the only person I need to talk to, this is the new person that I'm meeting, that I'm greeting, I'm coming in contact with, man, you're going to be focused on that person because you only have one person to talk to. That's the person. So what is it that you do? I'm going to find out as much about you as I can and find out if you're in the market for a change in your life, right? Are they looking for something more? Is there an empty place in their life, in their finances, in their pursuit of their dream? Is there a space for your help? If there is a space for your help, then offer the help, right? I didn't say try and get them into your business. I said if they have an empty space in their pursuit of their dream, offer your help to help them achieve their dream. All right. So if you will do that and you'll do it consistently every other day, every other day, every other day. Now, why do I say every other day? Because if you do meet somebody that's a high quality contact, you're going to probably be in touch with them the following day, helping them get started on their dream anyway. And then they're going to say, oh my gosh, I don't know how to do this. I don't think I could do what you do. And you say, well, trust me, I only have to meet one person every other day. Let me show you how easy it is. Let's get together tomorrow. And then you go meet one extra person. Now that person, that one extra person that you're meeting doesn't have to be in your immediate level downline. You don't have to sign them up under you. You sign them up under that person. And so now they have a leg and they're building their network out. They don't have to build it with just their friends and family, right? Most of the time when you get involved in network marketing, you're told, let's get your friends and family and let's suck in all of your second cousins that you haven't talked to in a long time and tell them, you've got this awesome opportunity for them. Okay, what I'm saying is don't do that. Because even if you do that and you do a mad rush and you contact all of your relatives and you alienate all of your relatives from ever wanting to come back over to your house on a holiday because they're like, oh my God, you're going to talk about that stupid network marketing thing again. Instead of that, when they ask you, what are you up to? You can tell them, oh man, I'm building a business and working hard at work. End with wherever you want to talk about. So when you're telling somebody something and you mention two things, they will always, well, not always, but they will most of the time catch on to the second thing you offered them. Why? Because they weren't really listening, so they really kind of just go back to, what did he say again? Oh, work. Yeah, how was work? Right? So they're not paying attention. So it's really easy to steer conversations with people. I'll get into more of that as we go a little bit deeper on different videos. That's not what this one's about. This one's about being consistent. But if you are consistently looking for one person every other day, then you can build a very deep business and a very deep business leg until the person that you first initially showed how it's done and all the continuing people that you've shown how it's done after that go, well, I could do this. And so they then start the process and start building their own business. You can move and find another person for yourself and build that out. You're going to want to stay in contact with all of the legs in your business, but it won't be a full-time job if you're not telling them, man, you got to go every Saturday and go talk to 100 people. All they're trying to do is just jam in numbers. And I know oftentimes leadership will say, or upline will say, you've got to put, this is a numbers game. This is a numbers game. You got to put in as many people as you can. You just fill up that funnel, and then the good ones will fall out the bottom. Yeah, okay. That's a lot of work to fill up the funnel, to have 1 or 2 good ones every 100 come out, right? Instead of that, go talk to people and find out which ones are the good ones without having to do that. When you're meeting somebody, when I say go meet one person, as you meet them and you find out they don't have anything, no empty spot, no nothing, they're hugely satisfied with their life, you never have to even bring up, oh, well, you know what, it sounds like you could use a little help in that area. There's no place for help in any areas, right? They don't have any. There's no reason to ever even talk to them about what you have to offer. Okay, you don't need to offer them any help. If you're not offering them help, then that's not a contact. Go talk to somebody else. Go talk to someone every other day until you find somebody that's interested. Typically speaking, I have never met 2 people in a row that are incredibly happy. I've always found that people are not happy. And the way you do that is you use, again, I'll go into this more in another video, but you use devil's advocate. Okay, so when you're talking to somebody and you say, oh man, what do you do for a living? They'll tell you. People always love to talk about themselves, but they'll tell you what it is that they do for a living. Oh, I'm an engineer. Oh my gosh, that sounds awesome. You must love your job. And they go, nope, don't. Sick of it. I'm ready to get out. Or, yep, I absolutely love it. So now if they say, yes, I absolutely love it, then you know, oh, everything they say, you say must be awesome. You must love it. You'll find which one of those things they don't love because they will say, nope, I don't like that. They'll tell you. However, if you say to them, ooh, that sounds like a boring job, you probably hate it. They're not going to be like, yeah, I spend every day of my life doing something I hate. I'm going to tell a stranger that. No, they're going to then go and defend what it is that they're doing. So give them the opportunity to be contrary and say, oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. You must absolutely love your job. Well, for the most part I do, but you know, it's a little bit dissatisfying in this area. Oh, really? Why? Now they've given you the area on their shelf that's missing a space, that's missing a book. You can then offer help to help find that missing thing for them. And so now you've got your way in. Oh my gosh, that sounds crazy. I would hate to be missing that in my life. Yeah, it's rough. Man, what wouldn't you give to fill that spot, right? So you can talk to people and find out what they need, what that empty spot in their life is, that place that's leaving them feeling like they're missing something. That little nagging feeling like, oh, I wish I had that. That's their dream. That's the thing that's going to drive them to get them out of their chair, out of their comfort zone, to go and do something they don't want to do to get something that they want. And that's what network marketing is. If you will consistently talk to people and ask them, how are you doing in life? What is it that you're doing? Where are you at? And asking them to find out whether or not they have an empty spot. That's it. As soon as you find the empty spot, man, what wouldn't you give to fill that? Man, you're telling me, man, I mean, would you talk to people? Well, of course I'd talk to people. Like, it isn't difficult at that point to bring it up and then bring in the business. Now, if you'll do it consistently, every other day, consistently, are you going to get rich quick? No. Are you going to get rich in the long term? Absolutely. Why? Because you're staying consistent. It's like you know the saying, how do you eat an elephant? Could you eat an elephant? Right? Could you eat an elephant? Yes. Everyone can eat an elephant. not for dinner, right? But you could if you eat it a bite at a time. If it weren't to go bad, right? It wasn't to go rotten. It would just sit there and be maintaining itself. You could eat a bite of it every single day, and in probably a year or 2 years, you'd have eaten the whole entire elephant. That's what network marketing is, and that's how successful people become successful in network marketing. It's never overnight. It is never overnight, because even the overnight successes that are like, whoa, I'm super rich and I made it, I can't believe it. 2 years later, they haven't figured out why they were successful. They can't duplicate it with other people, and those people then get fizzled out, bored with the business, and leave. And so then ultimately the people that were shining examples of amazing overnight success are not successful anymore. So people that are big in this industry are people that have been in for a number of years, who have done over and over consistently what they know to be the correct way of building the business. And that is to do small things on a consistent basis and to not give up, right? Have an air of expectancy, use the law of attraction to bring success to you, and be consistent in your efforts. You don't need to work hard. You need to work consistently. Okay, that's the key. Follow me for more. Like and subscribe to this video if you liked it. And please do jump on my website. And if you'd like some additional content, some extra little secrets, some of the things that I mentioned, hey, I'll go over that. I'm not going to necessarily go over it on Facebook or on YouTube, but I will put that information out in video form to my exclusive insiders that I have on my newsletter. I send that newsletter out about once a month, and it's got some interesting things on there that you might like. Also some additional downloads and some tools that'll make becoming successful in network marketing and in learning to budget a little bit easier for you. So thanks again, and I will see you next time.